well on Fox News and the right wing in general. They were all having a panic attack for the last couple days. And so we're going to watch some clips of this. This has been my solace, put some stuff together. So we're just going to steal it from him on the Midas Touch. But yeah, this was the Republican response, and they just lost their shit.
Freakouts. But then I want to share with you the types of things they were saying about Donald Trump back in 2016 before they kissed the ring or were neutered or whatever. So first, let me show you Ted Cruz's reaction to the guilty verdict against Donald Trump in the criminal trial. Let me show you Ted Cruz's response following that guilty verdict. Play the clip.
Well, listen, Sean, I think you're exactly right. What we saw today was an absolute travesty of justice. This was not law. This was not criminal justice. This was politics. This was a political smear job. This was an attack job. This is what you see in banana republics. And it is, I am both furious and heartbroken at the same time. I'm furious at what we saw, but I'm also heartbroken for the rule of law. I'm heartbroken for our justice system. You know,
Right. And what we learned in the criminal trial is that Donald Trump planted false story.
Well, wait, before we get into that real quick, the Banana Republic thing, it was a jury of 12 people. It was a jury of his peers. How was that a Banana Republic? I mean, he got a fair trial.
Listen, I think he's just like throwing words together and trying to make them a sentence. I don't even know, man.
Yeah. Well, they have to say it's the system. The system's rigged. I mean, it's the whole O.J. Simpson thing, right? The system's rigged. It's against me shit. That's all they got left. Because he got a fair trial. 12 people, jurors, didn't know him from Adam. Right? I mean, I'm sure they'd heard of him and stuff, but and knew who he was. But, you know, they listened to the evidence. They came to a conclusion. I mean, it is what it is. Just because you don't like the conclusion doesn't mean it wasn't fair. So, just whiny shit. But we'll get back in. This is, he's doing the comparison, though. This was Ted Cruz back before in 2016 when he was running against Trump for the primary. And I want to remind you, in this case, it came out during this case from David Pecker that David Pecker, Trump conspired and they planted fake stories about Ted Cruz in the National Enquirer to hurt his chances in the primaries. And one of the stories, what they did, they did a story about his wife and talked shit about her. They did a story that said his father was part of the Kennedy assassination. I mean, just weird shit. But they did all that to Ted Cruz, dragged his name through the mud, and then Ted Cruz turned around and ended up being a total suck-up because he wants to stay relevant in the party. But I mean, the guy has no morals. But here's Ted Cruz back in 2016 when Trump and Pecker were doing all this shit to him.
Defamatory story about Ted Cruz, Ted Cruz's wife, Ted Cruz's dad, over and over again. That was part of the evidence in the criminal trial against Donald Trump. Stories like this. Ted Cruz, father linked to JFK assassination. During the trial, David Pecker testified how he and Donald Trump made up these false and defamatory stories together. David Pecker was the leader of the National Enquirer at the time. Stories like this. Cruz's wife explodes over cheating claims. Cruz's 5 secret mistresses. Ted Cruz named in Madam's Black Book. All the things that Donald Trump was doing, he was accusing Ted Cruz of, or all of the things that Donald Trump was trying to deflect or project, he was accusing Ted Cruz of. Now, here's Ted Cruz back during the 2016 campaign. Here's what Ted Cruz said about Donald Trump at that time. Play this clip.
I tell you what I really think of Donald Trump. This man is a pathological liar. He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth. And in a pattern that I think is straight out of a psychology textbook. His response is to accuse everybody else of lying.
But I'm heartbroken.
He accuses everybody on that debate stage of lying.
Heartbroken.
And it's simply a mindless yell. Whatever he does, he accuses everyone else of doing. The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen. Think of.
So it's one of those things where it's like, come on, Ted. Would your balls drop off? What the hell? Chicken shit. Now he's sucking up and, oh no, it's all unfair. Ted, I mean, they're talking about shit he did to you. I mean, and this was all of them. We did this with Tim Scott sucking up to him. We did this with Marco Rubio sucking up to him. Here's Marco Rubio. We'll clip into that real quick.
Donald Trump, a con artist, will never get control of this party. And the time has come for you. I know some of your friends have bought into this. Listen, friends, don't let friends vote for con artists.
So that was Marco Rubio back in 2016. I mean, talking about what a piece of shit Donald Trump is. Now he's defending him again. I mean, it's just all over and over and over again. J.D. Vance came out and defended him. I mean, all these guys who said he was a piece of shit and a scumbag, now they're all sucking up to him. They're so afraid of his base. And if they want to have any relevance in the Republican Party, they realize they have to prostrate themselves and basically suck up and lick the boot and kiss the ring and bend over and take it like a man, I guess. I mean, it's just...
Well, that's an app I don't want to be on. That's for damn sure.
No kidding.